Welcome back, everybody. This is my second video on lexical relations. If you remember last video, I discussed or I introduced to you 4 of the lexical relations that show how concepts are connected in our lexicon, and these were synonymy, homonymy, polysemy, and portion mass relationship. And we could see then how homonymy and polysemy might be a bit confusing for some learners. However, we could manage differentiating between them in 2 different ways. We said that the first way of differentiating between homonyms and polysems is actually homonyms are unrelated senses of the same phonological word, whereas polysems are related senses of the same phonological word. The second way of differentiating between homonyms and polysems is actually the way they are listed in dictionaries. Or let's say in some dictionaries. Homonyms are listed in some dictionaries. They are listed in different dictionary entries, while polysems are listed in the same dictionary entry. Well, today we will discuss 3 more lexical relations, and 2 of which might sound a bit confusing for some learners. The 5th lexical relation that we are supposed to handle today is actually hyponymy. Hyponymy, or hyponyms if we're talking about words. Hyponymy is the relation of inclusion. This is how Said defines hyponymy in his semantics. So hyponymy is the relation of inclusion, where the meaning of one term includes the meaning of a more general term. For example, let's have this as an example, the verb cook. We have the verb cook. This verb cook means to prepare food by heating it. To prepare food by heating it. Now, this cook is related in one way or another to many other words in our lexicon, such as these that we have in front of us. Cook is actually related to grill, to toast, boil, fry, roast, bake, and smoke. So cook is actually connected to these words as we can see in our on the screen in front of us. Now, we said that cook means to prepare food by heating it. There is this kind of hyponymy relationship between cook and grill. When we defined hyponymy as the relationship of inclusion, okay, which says that grill, or which means that grill, actually the meaning of a grill includes the meaning of a more general term, which is cook. Now, we said cook is to prepare food by heating it. Grill is to cook food under or over a very strong heat. So grill, when I say that grill means to cook food under or over a very strong heat, okay, and cook means to prepare food by heating it, then we can see that the meaning of cook is included in the meaning of grill. And this applies to all the terms that we have there listed in front of us under the term cook. When I say, for example, fry means to cook food in hot fat. To cook food in hot fat. So, cook means to prepare food by heating it. Fry means to cook food, i.e. to prepare food in hot fat. So, the meaning of cook is actually included in the meaning of fry. So, this is what is meant by the hyponymy relationship. Furthermore, we have the term fry. We have fry is actually connected to 2 more terms, as in stir fry and deep fry. Now, the meaning of fry is included. The meaning of fry is included in the meaning of stir fry and or deep fry. We said that fry means to cook in hot fat. Right? Notice that fry includes the meaning of cook, and cook is a more general meaning than a more general term than fry. Now, deep fry Deep fry means to fry food in deep hot fat. So what we have here is actually the meaning of fry is included in the meaning of deep fry. The meaning of the term fry is included in the meaning of deep fry, and fry is more general than deep fry or stir fry. So this is actually what is meant by hyponymy. The vertical relation is called hyponymy. Grill is a hyponym of cook. Toast is a hyponym of cook. Boil is a third hyponym of cook, and so on and so forth. Now, if we are to discuss the relation that goes horizontally, i.e. the relation between grill, toast, boil, fry, roast, bake, and smoke, that would lead us to taxonomy, and we will discuss taxonomy in the coming video, actually. So, because they are arranged in the same level of analysis, so the relationship between grill, toast, boil, fry, roast, bake, and smoke is actually different than the relationship between grill and cook, toast and cook, boil and cook. Okay, so we said that grill is a hyponym of cook, and all the rest are actually hyponyms of cook as well. But the relation between grill, toast, boil, the relation that goes horizontally is called taxonomy, and we will talk about that in the coming video. Great. The sixth relationship is actually the relationship of meronymy, or meronyms if we're talking about the terms themselves. Okay? Now, meronymy is the part-whole relationship. The part-whole relationship. For example, we have car, and a car has different parts, and what we have in front of us is actually car. The term car is actually connected to these three terms in one way or another in our lexicon. It's connected to wheel, door, and engine. Right? So there is a kind of relationship between wheel, door, and engine on one hand, and car on the other. So what we have here is the meronymy relationship. A wheel is actually a meronym of car. Door is another meronym of car, and engine is a third meronym of car, or a third part of car. Even engine itself has different parts, as in valve and piston, for example. So valve and piston are actually parts of engine, which is in turn a part of car. So that is what is meant by meronymy. The part-whole relation. The car is a whole, or the whole, and then we have wheel, door, and engine are the parts of the whole, which is car. Now, I'm sure that you're asking yourselves the question, the following. How can I differentiate between hyponyms and meronyms? Well, within the hyponymy relationship, we can define the hyponym as a type of a more general kind called superordinate. Example, we have the term bird, the superordinate, on the superordinate level, bird, okay, it's a very general term, and this bird is connected in a hyponymy relationship to pigeon, duck, and eagle. So we say a pigeon is a type of a bird, or a pigeon is a bird, duck is a bird, an eagle is a bird. So when we actually are talking about those hyponyms, pigeon, duck, and eagle, those hyponyms of the term bird, which is the more general one, we use actually the verb to be in order to describe this kind of a relationship. We say a pigeon is a bird, a duck is a bird, and an eagle is a bird as well. Whereas A meronym is a part of something. It's a part of something. Example, the term duck, for example, has different parts, right? The duck has different parts. The duck has wings, a beak, feathers, and feet. So if you are supposed to actually talk about the relationship between wings and duck, beak and duck, feathers and duck, and so on and so forth, very simply you say a duck has feet, a duck has feathers, a duck has a beak. So we use the verb to have actually in order to describe this kind of relationship between the meronyms and the whole duck. Okay. So this is how we can tell the difference between hyponyms and meronyms. The seventh relationship is the member-collection relationship. Member-collection relation is actually the relation between a word for a unit and the usual word for a collection of that unit. For example, when I say ship is actually a member of a fleet, tree is a member of a forest, and we have bird is a member of a flock. The question to raise here is, how can we tell the difference between member collection relation and meronymy? All right, so what we say here, actually a bird is a member of a flock, whereas a finger is a part of or a meronym of the hand. Okay, this is enough for today's session. For those who are interested, these are the references that I have just used in this video. Next video will be about antonymy or as it is known as opposition actually, and its types. Thank you for listening. See you real soon, and please take care.